In this life, it's like you don't want to hold on, you want to let go sometimes. But if you just push forward, you know, a brighter day tomorrow.
Their lives have been hard. Their lives have always been hard. But now the families that they come from are even more distressed.
Born to a clean slate, no dreams wasted, and our destiny, well, it's all up to fate. So if the glass breaks on the walls while you throw these stones, maybe you'll see why they call it a broken home.
When I was first here, I was really angry, like I said, and I didn't really care, and I was like, whatever, nobody's gonna see the real side of me.
She called the police and they arrested me.
Well, I didn't go to jail, but I was in court because I stole money from my art teacher because it was a donation, and just me and my bipolar and like one take things and everything.
It's always been bad news. Gangs live in their neighborhood, people die, people get killed. They go to bed hungry. They go to bed on somebody's couch or in a car, or not even in a car and in a park because they have nothing. So the world's going, oh my God, there's overwhelming bad things. But these kids have lived that from the moment they were born.
Mama, don't cry, I know the rocks you taking. You've been taking them every day, that's why the lights ain't on. You've been taking them every day since my dad is gone. You've been taking them every day and won't leave them alone. Only 13 years old and penitentiary prone. I was just a little girl caught up in the storm, and it still amazes me now I little see myself grown. I don't need you to tell me that I'm amazing. Come on and take a look and know that I'm amazing. Anyway,
Talk to any of them at any time. They'll tell you. They'll tell you what life's about.
I was living with my father, but he did a lot of like mean stuff. Like we weren't his kids and we weren't his real kids, and we didn't deserve being there with him, which wasn't even that good. And it was just tough living there with thinking that your dad loves you and stuff like that, but he doesn't really love you and care for you and be there for you.
I missed my mom when I got arrested. I thought I was gonna get put in jail or something, like real jail, but then they took me to a foster home, right, like immediately, and 2 hours away from my house.
Our kids have had everything go wrong, everything. They didn't ask for the hand that they're dealt. They're poor, they've moved a lot, they haven't had solid educations because they've moved a lot, they're homeless, they're hungry. Just everything's gone wrong. They have mental health issues, they've been traumatized, and yet, I mean, they're resilient. There's something in them that allows them not just to survive, but they have the potential to thrive, despite all that's gone wrong. They're these amazing human beings.
Last year was my first time that I went to my little brother's grave since he passed away.
How old was he?
He was 2. And it was kind of cool because I went with my therapist, and it wasn't really that emotional, but then like after a while it was.
When the system is stressed, it wants to pretend that our population doesn't exist. And so the challenge is there's not funding. The funding's been drastically cut for all programs. But in particular, if you don't have an advocacy group, if you don't have a voice, you have the biggest chance to lose the largest chunk of the pie, whatever little piece you have. The challenges are that people that are philanthropic and people that give may give less because their resources have shrunk. They are in a position where they're having to think about things. And they're being bombarded by people asking, I just need money for this, I need money for that. Really, this is the right cause. So there's all of this competition for dollars, government dollars, philanthropic dollars, grant dollars. Foundations have less to give because their portfolios have shrunk, so there's less grants available. And so you're swimming upstream to give a voice to those that don't have one, and to make sure that we can help as many families and children as possible, right? That's the goal. Because if we can help these children and families, we're going to change their world and our world. And they learn here that they have an obligation to give back. That part of their responsibility is not just to be a victim of their circumstance, but part of their obligation is to be a worthwhile, productive member of the community and give back to others in need. So our kids go to nursing homes and they work with Bessie's Hope and they adopt a grand elder. So you have these kids that are hurt and these elderly people that are forgotten, and the power of the connection. Our kids do great, they love it, and they come back changed.
In the gutters, the cracks in the sidewalk. Homegrown. In the homes where they can't keep the lights on. Home, no. Every single person living has work, but it takes work. If you wanna find hope, you gotta search. You gotta search.
So do you think Denver Children's Home overall is a good place for kids?
Yeah, I think a lot of kids will like it when they start doing good. But when they do bad, they're not gonna like it. But when they get on the right track, they're gonna be like, it's a good place for me. I like it here.
One thing you think the world would really miss if Denver Children's Home wasn't here, what do you think that would be?
The smiles and the laughs that they get out of children when they're happy, and they like to see them happy.
They've always known that Denver Children's Home is a great place. They've always known that really at the base of everything that happens here, we love the kids. We treat them, we do all these sophisticated things, but really the bottom line is we respect them and we love them and we give hope for the future. And we do that every single day. So while the world is bigger and there's political tensions and there's divides and hateful things get said, kids help you rise above that. If you listen to them, they tell you a story about their experience in the world and what they see in the world and what the world can become when we're not here, but we're here. And that's what we build. That's what we do at Denver Children's Home. That's why It's the most magical place in the world. I mean, it is. It's the greatest place in the world.
Born to a clean slate, no dreams wasted, and our destiny, well, it's all up to fate. So if the glass breaks on the walls while you throw these stones, maybe you'll see why they call it a broken home. Growing up alone, can you picture it? Life without a mom or dad's permanent fix. You missed your childhood, it's all good, they just cut funding. Then wonder why these children have to hit the ground running from police, the streets, the thoughts in their head. By age 13, amazed that they still ain't dead or locked up. This ain't shock rock, it's just truth. We want the masses to be less concerned with raising the roof. Try raising the youth. Take a picture of the safe, it is proof that the world